Hello and good day. Welcome to the Super Good Camping Podcast. My name is Pamela.
I'm Tim.
And we are from supergoodcamping.com. We're here because we're on a mission to inspire other people to get outside and enjoy camping adventures such as we have as a family. Today we're just going to review our 2025 quickly.
Yeah, we're hosted on Buzzsprout for the podcast itself, and we get our year-end wrap-up, and the numbers, they blow me away every year. We were heard in 108 countries, just shy of, I want to say, 1,198 cities all over the world, which is mind-boggling. We're just shy of 16,000 downloads, which is a solid metric for us in podcast world. Aggregating streams is a difficult thing, but it's sort of 10 to 25 times the number of downloads. So, that's a boatload, man. This is year 5 for us, and I think we're just shy of 70,000 downloads all told. So,
and I think you said we're in the top 25%.
Top 25% of all podcasts, which is just, again, it's not a YouTube people, because I wouldn't want to look at this ugly mug.
I do.
See, why are you sucking up to me? What chores do I have to do? That's it. I wanted to shout out to all you amazing people that tune in, that listen, that download us and take us on your trips with you. It's very humbling. It's very, very heartwarming. So
yeah, thanks. Keep doing it.
Yeah, there you go.
And we'll keep doing
it. So that was just a side thing. Today's topic is going to be crown land camping in Ontario, in particular. Do you want to do the intro?
Yeah. So we want to talk about some of the most searched, most misunderstood topics around crown land camping, and I think he says that's called diversified camping in the United States.
Yeah, diverse or diversified, yes.
Yeah. So if you've heard someone say you can camp anywhere in Ontario for free, that's not quite right, but we'll get into some of the details. Crown land camping gives you some freedom, some privacy, and some access to some wild, uncharted territory. It also comes with some rules, some risks, and a certain amount of responsibility for everyone to be prepared for. So we'll walk you through what it actually is, where it exists in Ontario, some of the popular places, although we don't want to out anybody's private spots, and what style of camping this is really suited for, who it's suited for.
As a side note, that is outing other people's places that they camp is, I follow a bazillion Facebook camping type groups, and people ask that question, and it's just like silence.
Yeah, nobody's like,
no,
I'm not telling you where I go.
I don't want you in my space where I'm going camping, man. I want it to be there when I have time to go. That's it.
Yeah, so Crown land is owned by the provincial government, managed for public use, national resources, and conservation. In Ontario, about 87% of the province is Crown land, so that's a lot of land. Most of it's north of the French River,
which is 3 and change, pushing 4-hour drive from Toronto.
North of Toronto.
Yeah, that's 80. Most of it being that far away makes it unavailable for some people.
Yeah, Southern Ontario has very little crown lands for camping, so you're not going to find it around Toronto.
Yeah.
For Ontario residents, crown land camping is generally free for up to 21 days in one spot. So after 21 days, if you want to keep camping, you've got to move. And as long as that's permitted in that specific area. So that last part is critical.
And by move, it's not like shift your tent 10 feet.
5 feet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I think it's a minimum of 100 meters you have to move, which is, for those of you using Imperial, that's about 100 yards. So where crown land camping exists in Ontario, one of the biggest misconceptions is that you can simply just drive north, pull over, and camp anywhere you like. Not quite. In reality, much of crown land is restricted due to forestry, mining, indigenous land claims, or conservation rules. Some areas do allow hiking or hunting, but not camping.
Well, and what you might think looks like crown land might be a farmer's field or something. So you can't just assume that you can't trespass on other people's property.
You're going to be unhappy with it. Some other places prohibit fires or overnight stays entirely. Again, a lot of that's going to be like sort of conservation type rulings. That's why using Crown Land Use Policy Atlas is essential before every trip. As a general rule, Southern Ontario, basically almost no Crown land camping down here. Central Ontario, scattered pockets, often near provincial park boundaries. Northern Ontario, vast, legal, and accessible crown land. So there's lots of places in Northern Ontario to plunk down your tent.
Yeah, so in general, some popular crown land camping areas. Temagami is one of the most iconic crown land regions in the province. So massive lakes, paddling and portage routes, remote island and shoreline campsites, and Tim's been in Temagami as of this past summer.
I have.
Yeah. The area is ideal for experienced canoe trippers who want a true backcountry experience outside of the provincial park system.
Yeah, although part of Temagami is also I think they call them, don't hold me to it, I think they call them non-operating provincial park as well. But it's an area, like it's a massive area. So some of it is provincial park and a whole bunch of it is crown land. Next on that list is Algoma country, areas around Highway 129, Ranger Lake Road, up by Wawa and Sault Ste. Marie. Wawa. And we have some pals in Sault Ste. Marie, so shout out to Beauty of the Backcountry. They offer excellent crown land camping, which Jay and Sherry take advantage of fairly often. Mix of roadside accessible lakes and remote sites, popular for fishing and paddling, less crowded than more southern destinations, sort of Central Ontario stuff.
Killarney, outside of the provincial park. While Killarney Provincial Park is regulated and you have to book reservation, there are crown land areas nearby, such as Ruth Lake and Philip Edward Island. Hey, shout out to Philip Edward Island. We were on, what was it? Do you remember what it was called? Where we
landing,
were?
Something landing.
It was the other end of Philip Edward Island that we were at. So granite shorelines, which were spectacular, clear lakes, and quiet alternatives when Killarney's full.
Yes, which is very full often. Yep. In and around Bancroft, places like Egan Lake sit on crown land just north of what we look at as cottage country, the Muskokas. No, that Kawarthas, right? Yes.
Yeah.
So again, we here in Ontario, we like the granite outcroppings because we have a lot of them.
Beautiful.
Forested lakes. They're popular with weekend campers, but legally must be double checked carefully because there is a lot of privately owned areas up there.
Northwestern Ontario, around Dryden and Vermilion Bay and Eagle Lake, there are island and water access crown land sites that feel completely wild. Fly in and paddle in camping, so fly in's cool. Yeah. Exceptional fishing and extremely remote in some cases. So actually, you need to be prepared for stuff like that too. Like it's not like you just on a lark decide you're going to go to a remote area like that. You need to have some, hopefully, wilderness survival skills and some first aid training.
Well, yeah, the northwest Ontario is. I mean, it's. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard the joke where it's like, I drove for 18 hours and I'm still in the same province. Yeah. That's because of northwestern Ontario. What crown land camping is really like, it's not serviced camping. So there are no toilets, no garbage bins, no drinking water, no staff. Often there's no cell service.
Not even thunder boxes too, by the way. Like not only not toilets, but
yeah, you're often digging your own pit.
Or wag bags.
Yep. You're fully responsible for waste management.
Wag bags.
Wag bags and your garbage and stuff. Don't leave it lying around. We've driven past some crown land areas that are popular, and I'm usually fairly unhappy by the time we've passed them. It's just garbage and stuff everywhere, and people trashing the places and cutting down live trees, which is totally useless. Sorry, you're back. You're fully responsible for waste management, fire safety, food storage, navigation, and emergency planning because there's nobody around to help you out, man. That's where freedom meets the reality.
That's the thing. We all like freedom, but it needs to be a certain amount of responsibility with the freedom.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rules and responsibilities. Key rules include a maximum of 21 days in one location. As Tim said, you can't just like shift 5 feet over and then you're in a different location. Campfires must follow local fire regulations and bans too. So even if it is an area there fires are allowed, if there's a fire ban in the particular county that you're in, which you have to be aware of, then you can't have a fire. Fires should only be built where they are permitted. All garbage has to be packed out, and you have to move at least 100 meters when you're staying. So that's that 21-day rule, 100 meters. Yeah. Ethically and practically, leave no trace is not negotiable. any poor behavior on Crown land directly leads to restrictions and closures for other people. So you're messing it up for everybody else if you're not being responsible.
Yeah, and there are some pretty hefty fines and stuff, which they, because it's becoming more and more popular, as there are fewer backcountry, there are fewer in park backcountry availabilities anymore. People are turning towards crown camping, and the rangers are out enforcing stuff. Like conservation officers, if you're not moving after 21 days, like if you plunk your, you use like a logging road and drive in, which you can do. Again, there are different rules for different places. If you use that as your access and you take your trailer in and then you pull it off into the bush where it says you're all good, but then you plunk it there for the summer, not going to play out. They're going to, if somebody complains, they will fine you. Just saying.
Well, and I've been on logging roads before. It's not fun driving on logging roads. I don't recommend. Also, just wanted as an aside, Crown land camping wise, our friend Martin Pine teaches people how to build a winter shelter like igloos. And he has said, like, you could build your igloo on Crown land. You go there and you sleep in your igloo, and then you can go back throughout the winter as long as you don't get a melt. And then your shelter's still there. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah. I'm not sure how that plays with, you have to move your igloo after 21 days.
I don't think so. As long as you don't stay in it for the whole.
Hey, Martin, got a question for you. So Crown land camping is best for, experienced campers, canoe trippers and paddlers, anglers and hunters, people comfortable with self-reliance and problem solving, campers seeking solitude over convenience, because it is, man, it's, you're digging a hole to go to the bathroom and stuff. It is not ideal for first-time campers, families with young children, unless you rank yourself in the very experienced camper area, canoe trippers, that sort of deal. Then I'm sure that you're probably fine with young children, but you'll probably have exposed them to some outdoor sort of stuff so that they're used to it. Just saying. Anyone relying on facilities or cell service, and people uncomfortable navigating or handling emergencies. And there's another thing. I mean, even as simple, knowing how to use a compass as opposed to your GPS on your phone, because it's not always right. Just saying, and how to use a map.
So Crown land camping offers something increasingly rare, true freedom when you're out in nature, but that freedom only works when campers respect the land, respect the rules, and assume the responsibility that comes with it. And that's it for us for today. And we will talk to you again soon. Please do reach out to us anytime. We are at hi@supergoodcamping.com. That's hi@supergoodcamping.com. Like, subscribe, share, follow, do all of the things.
Buy merch.
Buy merch. And we'll talk to you again soon.